GolfDestination.tv is presented by Gosling's Rums of Bermuda, home of the notorious Dark and Stormy.
Coming up on GolfDestination.tv, we visit South Shore Country Club in Hingham, Massachusetts. This classic Wayne Stiles design is situated on rolling terrain and is known for some of the best greens in the state. There's plenty to do at South Shore Country Club, and we'll show it all to you next on GolfDestination.tv, presented by Gosling's Rums of Bermuda. Welcome to GolfDestination.tv, presented by Gosling's Rums of Bermuda. I'm Grace Dzilenski. We're here today at the South Shore Country Club in the quaint seaside town of Hingham, Massachusetts. South Shore has been a favorite for golfers, not just south of Boston, but for those who have traveled from all over to play this venerable course. General Manager Jay McGrail tells us more. Who can enjoy everything there is here at South Shore?
Well, the best part about South Shore is everybody can. It's a completely public facility. We do have a membership that's like a permit holder, annual membership, but other than that, it's a completely public facility. Anybody can utilize any part of it. The golf course, the bowling alley, the tennis courts, the restaurant, it's all open to the public.
So I'm paying off my debt.
Oh, wow. Thank you. That looks fantastic.
What are some of the improvements that the club has undertaken over the years?
Well, actually, in the last few years, we've done quite a bit. Since I started 5 years ago, we put a lot of money into the golf course to bring it back to where it had originally been. We added some length to the golf course. We built some new traps. And also, with our facility, we undertook a huge renovation of our bowling alley. We renovated it to kind of bring it back to 1950s style candlepin bowling alley with some of the amenities that you'd like, flat screen TVs, surround sound. Redid the party room, which has been great for birthday parties and adult parties also. We added and built the simulator bar where we have 3 indoor about golf simulators and a full bar, which we do tons of birthday parties for adults and corporate functions and things like that. Raphael's, the restaurant caterer, took over. We undertook a renovation of both of our function halls. It's very unique. We added the tent last year. We have an outdoor tent.
Functions are a big part of a lot of the goings on here at South Shore. What are the people who book their function or outing looking for here?
Well, we do quite a bit of both. We do lots of corporate functions. We do lots of charity golf tournaments. We do lots of weddings. Each one's completely unique. Last year we started getting really into the corporate outings where people come and they bring the whole office here for golf and the pool and bowling. It's just, I think, a way to get away and do some team building, where we do a lot of charity outings where they're using the golf course and the function halls to raise money for different charities. And each group is different, and we pride ourselves on being able to cater to what each group needs.
Can you tell me a little bit about the history and the background of South Shore, since you guys so clearly embrace that here?
Yeah, it is. We do embrace it. The club was built in the early 20s by Wayne Stiles, and at the time was one of the preeminent golf facilities in the state. It was owned by various owners until in the late 80s it was bought by the town. The clubhouse is the original clubhouse that was built in the 20s. There's been some additions added to it, but we love the fact that we have a unique old facility. When we did the renovation in the function hall last year, bring back some of the old feel to it.
All right, how about a little course knowledge? What should a golfer expect when he tees it up here?
Well, they can never expect to have the same shot twice. Rolling hills, elevated greens. One thing I've definitely realized after playing here is you're never going to have the same shot twice, and you better work on your short game because the greens are very unique. Everything's elevated, and you have to be tricky around the greens.
Well, thank you very much, Jay.
Thank you for coming.
Now, if the weather isn't cooperating with your golf game, no worries. South Shore has 3 indoor golf simulators, a great way to spend any afternoon.
Pretty good. I like that one. All 3 of our simulators are made by About Golf, the worldwide leader in simulator technology. Camera system is so intense that it picks up 2,500 frames a second, and from that 2-foot image of the golf ball, you can tell the spin, distance, elevation, everything about the shot. All right, where would you like to play today? Pebble Beach? Sounds good. So what kind of tees would you like to play? Tournament tees, forward tees? I suggest the middle. How's your putting? Easy pins, intermediate or advanced? Easy? Okay, yeah, you're like me, easy pins. All right, sunny weather, winter weather, rainy weather? You choose, what do you like? All right, we'll go mostly sunny. We'll put the wind up a little bit though, make it interesting, all right? We'll select the front 9. We are good to go.
One of the neat things about this is it has a virtual driving range where if you don't want to play, you can just go here and practice. You can see I carried it 159.7 yards and it went 160.3.
Call the golf shop just like you would outside, but instead of making a starting time, you would make what we call booking time. You'd book by the hour, 45 minutes to an hour per person to play 18 holes. Pay by the hour, not by the person.
Candlepin I actually grew up with. A lot of people from other parts of the country didn't, so to me that's basically what I know. We have children's birthday parties, we have adult birthday parties. We do a lot of corporate events. We've done team building events for corporations. We've done Christmas parties. The kids' parties come with pizza. The simulators, golf, and the bowling alley is all owned by the town of Hingham, and it's all public.
Coming up, we talk to the PGA professional here at South Shore, Joe Keefe, and we visit the front 9 at South Shore Country Club when GolfDestination.tv continues.
GolfDestination.tv, presented by Gosling's Rums of Bermuda, is brought to you in part by Michelob Ultra. Welcome to the Ultralife. The Links at Outlook in South Berwick, Maine. Golf in the Scottish tradition. Vineyard Vines. Every day should feel this good. Club Benchmarking. Participation, knowledge, success. And Gosling's Rums of Bermuda and the #1 19th hole cocktail is chosen by Golf Magazine, the Dark and Stormy, golfers' newest favorite round. This segment of GolfDestination.tv is brought to you by Gosling's Rums of Bermuda and their new Dark and Stormy cocktail in the trendy 8.4-ounce can, ready to drink. Things could get wild.
Welcome back to GolfDestination.tv. I'm Grace Dzilenski. Joe Keefe is the PGA professional here at South Shore, and he joins me now. How would you best describe the golf course here at South Shore?
I think South Shore is best described as challenging, very challenging. Tee shots are pretty reasonable, they're fairly open, but what you're going to find challenging is the shots into the greens. Elevated greens, a lot of wind typically here at South Shore. You'll see elevation changes coming into the shots, and that'll be your biggest challenge playing South Shore. Second shots and third shots into the par 5s.
What's the topography of the land like, and how does that play into the golf course?
I think that's the classic of Wayne Stiles, that he took the land as it was. Elevation changes, beautiful elevation drop. It's a beautiful layout, and I think exactly what the land was back when Stiles came to design it. He just took what was there and made a dynamite golf course out of it.
Wayne Stiles is sort of known for designing par 4s. How do his par 4s play out here?
I think they're tremendous, and great example here. We're standing on the first tee right now. It's all of 301 yards, but it's a very, very tough par because the green up ahead of us, it's going to not accept an iron too well. It's going to make it roll to the back. So anywhere from a 300-yard hole to a 425-yard hole like 13 we have, just excellent challenges. They're all diverse. All the holes out here are different.
Name a couple par 4s that you would consider a favorite.
I have a lot of them here at South Shore, but 12 certainly jumps out to me as the all-time favorite here at South Shore for me, because the tee shot is a demanding tee shot. It's a descending type of tee shot. It goes downhill, but it's to a landing area. It's like an hourglass. The further you hit it, you're into more danger. But when you lay up into that area, it's going to leave you probably anywhere from 150 to 175 to another demanding shot over a swale to a great green. That's a challenge in its own right. 13 right after that. A demanding par 4, dogleg right, nice to shape the drive left to right off the tee, and then you're faced with probably a 150-yard iron shot into another very demanding green, very, very sloped, very fast. Don't get above the hole there. There's just so many challenging shots out here. It's just fun to play and talk about.
Talk a little bit about the rich history here at South Shore.
Something that jumps out, of course, it was built in the 20s, so here we are 8 years away from maybe our 100th anniversary, so that'll be really special. In the 60s, Arnold Palmer and Gary Player had a challenge match here. We have members here that come up and talk about where they were that day. We have photographs of members in pictures with Palmer when they were all of 15 years old. We love the fact that Arnie and Gary Player came by and had a challenge match, and I think traditionally you'll find those players will go to the really nice golf courses of their time. We're very proud of that fact, and it shows here with our layout. They come to good golf courses.
Now let's take a look at the front nine here at South Shore Country Club. The first hole is a nice warm-up par 4 of only 303 yards from the blue tees. It plays uphill, but big hitters can get it close to the green. The second hole is a testy downhill par 3 with a lone bunker on the right side. Missing the green could make for a tough up and down. The third hole is a long par 5 that will take 3 good shots to hit a rather large green that may play at least one more club. The fourth is a downhill par 4 of only 333 yards. Placement of your drive is more important than length. 3 bunkers surround the green. The fifth is a bear of a hole. This par 4 plays 403 yards, and accuracy and distance is a must off the tee. The green is elevated, so hit a little more club. The sixth is another challenging par 4 of 420 yards that bends to the left. Move the ball right to left because straight drives could find trouble. The green is large. The seventh is another tester of a par 4. This hole is about the approach, with the green playing uphill. Check out the pin placement when you play too. The par 3 eighth is 200 yards, but it's downhill. Bunkers protect the left and right of the green. The ninth hole finishes with a short par 5 that is just asking to be birdied or even eagled. If you miss your drive, miss it right because left is dead. The green is elevated, so make sure you're on. Well, we have 9 holes completed here at South Shore Country Club. We'll take a break at the turn. But next, we'll take a look at the back 9 here at South Shore Country Club. And later, we'll take a look at the vital statistics of the course when GolfDestination.tv, presented by Gosling's Rums of Bermuda, continues.
Apparel provided by Vineyard Vines. Every day should feel this good.
Welcome back to GolfDestination.tv, presented by Gosling's Rums of Bermuda. I'm Grace Dzilenski. Now let's take a tour of the back 9 here at South Shore Country Club. The 10th is a short par 4 of only 321 yards that plays slightly uphill and to the left. The green is well protected with 5 bunkers, so be accurate with your approach. The 11th is another downhill par 3. This one 185 yards from the blue tees. Proper club selection is a must for the flat green. The par 4 12th is a short yet demanding par 4 of only 378 yards, and it is straightforward. There is a slope that rolls down 40 yards at the end of the fairway because the green is built around a ravine. If you're able to reach it with your drive or you mishit your approach and end up on the slope, your next shot will be difficult. A recent survey of golfers who have played South Shore voted it as their favorite golf hole on the course and the South Shore of Boston. It is a classic. The 13th is another demanding par 4 of 403 yards. Drives not hit with a slight left to right movement will find themselves with a long club in their hand. The green has 2 tiers and is slightly elevated. The 14th offers a respite. It is a short par 4 of only 330 yards. Water is prevalent on this hole. We recommend keeping the driver in the bag. The green is small and it is difficult to detect wind and wind direction at one of the lowest points of the golf course. The 15th is another long par 5 of 569 yards. Aim over the tree on the right side of the fairway. 3 good shots and a good putt on the large green will let you in for birdie. The 16th hole plays downhill to a pin that is somewhat blind from the landing area of your tee shot. Don't miss your approach left. It leaves a difficult recovery. The green is one of the more undulating on the course. The 17th is an uphill par 3 that can be played at 160 yards. The green is partially visible from the tee, but be accurate because shots missed left and right make it difficult for par. The 18th hole at South Shore Country Club is a great finishing hole. This par 5 is risk-reward all the way. Do not go right as out of bounds awaits. Get your ball in play, and going for it in 2 on this hole of only 467 yards is the play. The green slopes back to front and left to right. Wayne Stiles had a penchant for creating great finishing holes where matches and tournaments are decided, and the 18th hole at South Shore Country Club is definitely one of those. Now let's hear what some of the people who play at South Shore have to say about the golf course.
I started caddying here when I was 10 years old, so that's 56 years ago. My dad was a member here forever. Actually, he planted these apple trees out here. He's one of the guys that planted the apple trees. There's 240 apple trees initially they planted here. I've seen this course grow in a lot of different directions.
On this hole, you really got to keep it to the right. If you don't keep it down the right, you're going to end up in the junk on the left.
Put a good swing on it, Paul.
See, right down the right side. Bounce back into the middle.
I've been a member for 43 years here. Since Jay McGrail's come here, we've seen a tremendous uptick in the course itself. The work they do is unbelievable, and the course is really ranked as one of the top courses in the South Shore.
Paul, this is one of the most beautiful holes in New England. This is gorgeous. You want to keep it out to the left a little bit because everything kicks to the right and it's out of bounds to the right.
Whoa!
You can play the course as easy or as difficult as you want, and I think the thing that I've learned anyway is you take what the course gives you on any given day, depending on winds and weather and everything else.
Yes! Okay, let's go have some fun.
You don't have to be long. If you hit the ball 230, 240, you should be able to score well here. As long as you have a good short game. You need a good short game. You never get sick of this golf course. Every time I play, it's like a new adventure.
I have a lot of fun with the people, and having a beverage, all the talk and stuff that goes on afterwards, ribbing each other, helps out a lot. Perfect day is coming down, hitting the range, and coming out, playing some golf with some good friends. It's all about the group. Golf is secondary, weather is secondary. As long as you're with the guys and, just having fun.
Bingo. Yeah! Baby! Nice putt, Steve.
Coming up, we get the vital statistics of South Shore Country Club, and we take a look at the all-new Dark and Stormy in a can. When GolfDestination.tv, presented by Gosling's Rums of Bermuda, continues.
This segment is brought to you by Gosling's Rums of Bermuda, and the #1 19th hole cocktail is chosen by Golf Magazine, the Dark and Stormy, golfers' newest favorite round.
Welcome back to GolfDestination.tv. I'm Grace Dzilenski. The national drink of Bermuda, the Dark and Stormy, is now available pre-mixed and in an 8.4-ounce can. Let's learn more about this classic cocktail.
A one-of-a-kind combination. The delicious taste of Bermuda's national cocktail, the Dark and Stormy, in a trendy and convenient 8.4-ounce can, ready to drink. Perfectly carbonated with 9% alcohol, the Dark and Stormy in a can is 100% popular and 0% malt-based. The sleek cans are perfect for golf, boating, the beach, or any cooler or fridge. Pop open a cold Dark and Stormy can and have an instant party. Glass and ice are optional because it's frigid and flavorful. The Dark and Stormy has a long and delicious history, dating back to where it was first poured in the Royal Naval Officers Club in Bermuda. And now, the history and the authentic taste of one of the world's most popular cocktails, the Dark and Stormy, is available in a pre-mixed and convenient can. Enjoy, because things could get wild.
Now let's take a look at the vital statistics of South Shore Country Club in Hingham, Massachusetts. South Shore offers 4 types of tees on the course. The blue tees measure 6,470 yards with a rating of 71.8 and a slope of 128. The white tees stretch out to 6,103 yards with a rating of 69.6 with a 126 slope. The red tees come in at 5,009 yards with a rating of 69.9 and a 124 slope. They also embrace their tradition here at South Shore by offering tees from the old course. It plays 6,147 yards and has a rating of 71.8 with a slope of 128. Public play is welcomed, and there are also membership opportunities as well. For more information on the goings-on at South Shore, and there is plenty going on, visit their website at southshorecc.com. Well, thanks for joining us on GolfDestination.tv, presented by Gosling's Rums of Bermuda. We hope you enjoyed our visit to South Shore Country Club in Hingham, Massachusetts, a must-play for this golf season. Be sure to check us out online at GolfDestination.tv. There you can find links to our Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter pages. We hope you enjoyed the show. I'm Grace Dzilenski. We'll see you next time.